All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I am AJ, and this is my corner. So, thank you for being here. This is my first stream, and also, my first time making an appearance on YouTube or any kind of platform like that. And this, just real briefly, this channel is going to be dedicated to playing some video games, but primarily I'm using this video game section as kind of my starting off point into the YouTube world, as I'm pretty comfortable with these games, and at some point I would like to transition into creating content, create some ideas for small short documentaries that I'd like to make, also just things that I'd like to build and record and share those things with you guys. And so over time, this channel or maybe other channels, I have my channel also open at the same time because I'm trying to get into chat. So I do have chat open now, so forgive me. Oh, here we go. First viewer finally got in here. Chat, thank you. Whoa, excited. One person. Yeah. Oh, it actually feels good getting the chat. This is really cool. It's always cool, like, watching, your favorite streamers or YouTubers or whoever, Twitch, and just having the chat up. I always enjoy reading through the comments. So it's actually cool being on the other side of that where I'm responding to comments. So thank you guys for being here and, just being a part of the chat. Thank you. Thank you. It's actually just really cool. And yeah, it's just neat. It's like a first little milestone, right? It's the first little pebble, getting chat up, one pebble, and first comment, another pebble. So thank you. Okay. Let's see. I got OBS up here. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce myself so we can do what we're here to do though, which is to play Civilization VI, one of my favorite games of all time. Okay, let me reduce myself. Let's do this. Okay, start game. I need to reduce this a little more. Okay, let's see how that goes. Cool. Wow. So that's funny. Let's see. Oh, can you hear the music from the game? Can you guys, does the sound okay from the game? And is my voice, is it okay? Do I need to lower, make changes in the settings? If you could let me know, that'd be great. Okay, so big, huge disclaimer. I do play Civilization VI a lot. Just on Steam, I have like 4,500 hours just on Steam, but it doesn't account right for playing on my phone, content I've been watching over the years, and just but I also have thousands of hours in Civilization Revolution, which is a game that actually got me into the whole Civ series. Although I just never played Civs, any other Civ besides Revolution, Civ 6, and Civ 7. Those are the only ones that I've actually played. But I played the hell out of Civ Revolution. That game, yeah, I wore that disc out. I had to buy a second one, and I have that second disc still. I actually keep it as it's the only disc I still have from the era of playing, with CDs, right? Playing a CD into the console and playing that. So all other games I've actually chucked out or sold or given away, but Civ Revolution, I couldn't actually let myself get rid of it, so I kept it in the case, and I have it around somewhere, but it is the only game that I actually still have in a disc form. Okay, so your voice is a bit soft. No music for the game. Oh, dang. Okay, no music for the game. Okay, let me go into options. Maybe it's in the options for the game itself. And forgive me if I'm not coming in loud and clear. I could, I'll bring it up a little bit more, but if it gets too much, let me know. Let's see, graphics, audio. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we might have to forego with any kind of sound and just be me talking. So hopefully that'll be okay. Um, okay. Okay. Well, let's do the thing that we're here to do. Just one last time, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's start up a new game. Just that way you guys can see that I do have a configuration set that I do like playing with, and like I don't know if I said it, but I only play most like 9 out of 10 times I'm playing as Montezuma. He's just my favorite. I like what he offers in this specific game, Civ 6. I play as Montezuma like 9 out of 10 times. I'll always just pick him. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play Montezuma, and then so let's just go ahead and make a new game. So you guys can see me make from scratch. Let's see, where am I? Create game. And I do have mods on. I do have several mods on. I'll have to make a list of the mods that I do play with. I can throw them in the tags or create tags or whatever. But I can provide the list of mods that I do have. So if you do see something you like, I will provide that later on. So, well, let's go ahead and load my configuration that I have that I like playing with. And I do play at Diety level. And I'm pretty bad at it. I'm not the greatest, but I just love the challenge. And I do beat it every once in a while. I do. But I think I've lost more often than I won. But we'll get through it. This is just a casual, chill a gameplay, right? But one of the things that I do want to do is, if you guys do have great tips, have anything to offer, please let me know in chat. And if you guys got questions, I'm more than happy to provide any feedback that I do have. Okay, load configuration. We're gonna pick our favorite Civ leader, Montezuma. I know. I'm sorry, but I love him. But yes, I will also quit a game if I start early on and I do find that he's actually one of my neighbors. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna play against him. I refuse. Nothing more annoying than having your warriors turned into um, builders. So um, yeah, I avoid him when I can, and Gandhi, of course, for very obvious reasons for people who are on here. If not, Gandhi is pretty mean in this game. He's kind of a warlord. So and that stems from a whole other thing from like the old Civ games. But anyways, let's go ahead and start a game up. Let's see. Actually, let's go through the settings here that I do have. And I do have all the expansion sets for this game. So we'll have all that stuff being applied. 6 city states. I do play. Let's see. I think I want to play on. Yeah, let's play continents. Oh no, wait. Where's Pangea? There we go, Pangea. All right, I got Montezuma, and I do play with some of these settings that I think a lot of people may not like, but I do play with resources set at abundant, and with my temperature set to standard, rainfall set, or sea level set to low. And I do have start position legendary. I do like having a good start. That's just how I like to play. And I do reserve the right to restart a game if I don't like the way it starts off. That's also how I've just played for years, so I do apologize for that. Like I don't have a lot of time to play it, so when I do play, I just want to have like a really good game. So I might restart. Just try to keep an open mind. All right, so we got everything set. We got our guys here. Let's go ahead. Oh, I got Apocalypse mode on, Barbarian Clan mode on. I do like playing with the Monopolies and Corporation mode and the Secret Societies mode. And I do, of course, have one of the most legendary mods that you can download for this game. I always have a hard time with his name, but Sucre Tex Oceans, and he does have. He also has other mods you can download, which are excellent for this game. And I'll actually have some of his other mods also activated. So, and I'll try to point them out if I remember. All right, cool. Okay, man. A little nervous, not gonna lie. Um, I've never really liked being in front of the camera ever. Photos, just I don't think there's too many photos of me growing up. I've never make an appearance like in any of the typical places like high school yearbooks. I think my mom has some pictures of me in my teenage and like early 20s, but not there just isn't a lot of pictures of me from that era. Um, but over the years, yeah, I've gotten comfortable, being in pictures, and I definitely don't mind. And it took me I won't lie, I did spend some time like in my head, being a YouTuber and see because I have learned a lot watching, right? Obviously, like watching YouTubers, you kind of pick up on people speak and how to kind of talk to the camera. And that's what I was going to tell you is like just you got to learn how to talk to the camera. So I'm basically talking to you guys, but I'm also imagining my friends are across from me. And I'm just talking to him over some drinks, and also explaining to him, Civ while I play and he watches me play. All right, let's begin our game. So this start, not gonna lie, I'm not liking it. Although we do have the cheese over here. Hold on. Okay, let me move this guy over here. Oh boy, I'm surrounded by mountains. Okay, well, let me check my settler window. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and restart this one. It's okay. We're going to get into it. Like, occasionally I will just challenge myself and be like, all right, just play whatever I'm going to, get. But since I don't have a lot of time, I kind of want to play like really, I want to start off strong, right? Um, so, and also, um, because I do play as Montezuma, um, Um, so, because I do play Montezuma, of course, one of the main benefits in Civ 6 Montezuma that is what pulled me into his character, that made me want to play him, is that the Aztec warriors, they get the benefit of, when they attack you, there's a small percentage chance they'll convert you from whatever you are, a warrior or a scout. They can convert, the opposing players' characters into builders, so then I can use them to build my empire versus using production like normal methods, turn by turn. I can use the builders to help, chop down wood and help build my empire a lot faster. Um, so that's one of the methods that I like playing with Montezuma, is just going very aggressive early on and just yeah, taking people's, taking other civs people's and turning them into. I mean, basically, I'm doing what actually happened, right? I'm taking captives, turning them into slaves, and using them to build my empire super super fast. So um, that's exactly what I'm going to try to aim to do here. This is also a very poor start, but I don't have a lot of time, like I said, so I'm just going to go ahead and play with it. I'm going to roll with it and see how it goes. Let's see, what's a good start here? I could start here. It would give me one production at least. I think I might lose one food though. If I remember correctly, I think I lose one food and I get one production. Or it might give me the 3 food and just one production. Let me see my settler window. Okay, so I can also settle here, and I think I keep both of those. And I do have more wood immediately to access to. I can chop that down to create things a lot faster. I kind of like that. Only other move, I mean, I could go here, and I think it would just give me one extra food, and I keep one production. I don't want to lose one, and that's not a good start. I think this one might be the best start here. Oh man, the starts for me is always like the biggest thing I worry about, and I know it's annoying, but like you have to start good, because as soon as you get the ball rolling, from that start, you that production, that science, culture, whatever you're aiming for, just becomes easier. So it's really important to get a really good start to make sure you're maximizing in the first 50 turns of the game at least. You really want to maximize as much as you can. And I suck at picking starting positions. Sometimes I just pick a starting position because like it just kind of looks kind of cool when I really can't decide. But I think in this case, I am going to go with this, hoping, I think if I remember correctly, this will actually give me 2 food and let me keep the 2. No, we'll see. If not, I'll just roll with it. All right, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Yay. Okay, I got to keep both. Okay, so that's the bare minimum we want. As far as like food goes, we want to keep at least 2 food for, because I think every single individual in your empire consumes 2 food. So we're basically kind of like we're like at a plateau, right? You're getting enough food to survive, but you're not making any extra food. So one of the things here that we need to do early on is, make extra food to build our empire faster. So I need to go explore, and I do need to go find some peoples to capture and use them to help me chop this wood to make, my city here. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do early on is I like pottery. I like getting into science right away, because no matter what you're going to do in this game, you need science. And I mean, obviously, if you play as other characters, science will come a lot easier to you. Or there's more benefits from science. Montezuma doesn't really have any benefits to science, if I remember correctly. But regardless, you're always going to need a strong backbone of science in this game to survive. If not, you're going to fall way behind. And by like turn 100, like you'll know, like I'm way too behind science to like maybe bridge that gap. Even though you can over time, the longer you play, the AI slows down, and eventually you can make like 1,000 science per turn, and AI is kind of capped at 500, 600. But early on though, balancing out that production and food, and balancing out money, and balancing out the science, and also culture, all that stuff is yeah, it's kind of hard, and you kind of always have to, like, if you take from one, or if you give to one, you're taking from another. So it's a difficult spot to be in, but that's why I love the game. It challenges you. It kind of forces you to make decisions and think about the long term effects on your empire, right? So I know it's a game, but I really enjoy it. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I moved my warrior. Let's go ahead into I don't really have well, we're gonna do the typical start. We're gonna roll into 2 scouts. Let me check my city real quick. I have 1 food production. I have a lot of production going on, but I have not that much food. Making a little bit of gold, extra gold, which is really nice. But I really do want to prioritize. Yeah, I want to prioritize food, or I want to prioritize this guy instead. I don't really need the gold early on, but hopefully that won't come back and bite me. Because sometimes getting gold like getting extra gold early on can be really beneficial. But for now, we're just gonna bypass on that, and oh, good. Hopefully that'll add. Oh, look at that! Added extra food here. Fantastic. So I'm gonna switch over there soon. In my next move, let me switch that over. I'm gonna lock this guy down. Make sure that one's always one that's gonna be worked constantly. So now my food production's at 3, and I still have production at 6. So it's great. And so that means I forgot. I think this might have been like 1 in 8 or 1 in 9, but now I've cut that down to 6 turns. I'll have I'll have my next population growth. So make 1 scout, automate his moves, and then make more settlers. Yeah, man. See, yeah, my buddy Jack on chat, he knows. Yeah, I can tell he's a Civ guy. I can tell he's been playing Civ for a long time. He knows the moves. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, oh well, that's okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. Actually going, oh, so it was 1 in 6 before, now it's 1 in 2. Okay, so it actually cut down. Great. Scouts going there. Oh, awesome. Okay. I always hope that it's going to be faith, right? Or what is it called? Religion. I always want religion points early on, because I love getting that, the benefit of getting protection on marshland, right? So all these wetlands, I think it's marsh, right? It's called marsh. Yeah, marsh. All these actually would start, if I pick the bonus that you get from meeting the first milestone of what is the religion victory, right? Where the first milestone is founding or finding or creating your faith, right? So, um, but to do that, you have to earn, 25 uh, uh, points in faith, right? In your religion, you have to earn 25 points, and then you get that first bonus in religion. And in that first bonus, one of the things you can pick is adding production to your marsh lands. These lands, which in some cases, which I find often playing Montezuma, I'm always usually surrounded by marsh, which I don't know if that's like one of his bonuses or just been luck. But I usually always have marsh around me, so I always love getting that. And sometimes even when I don't have marsh around me, I will pick it so no one else can have the production on marsh, because I know someone out there is sitting on an empire of like nothing but marsh, and they're trying to get it, and I'm not going to let them have it, because if I can't have it, then no one can. So I always like pick it, even if it has no benefit to me in that moment. But I know at some point I will find an area of land that I want to settle on that will have marsh. So it will come in handy down the road having that. Um, okay, let's continue. We're going into our second scout, second scout, and we're going to send this guy to actually explore this region. Typically, in the regions that's considered like north and south, where we have the um, all the ice and snow. There's a lot of these goody huts up here. It's really easy to find tons of them in these areas, just kind of spread out. So I'm going to send that guy up there, even though he's not going to go meet into civilizations that way. I kind of want to I really want to get those points in faith right away. Because those bonuses are pretty strong in the ancient era that we're playing in right now. Um, but I also really want to find a civ to attack, because I really want to get some builders going. Okay. Okay. At least we're finding some other areas that we can also settle in later. And we also know that, we're at the most northern point. Next is to kind of find out, where our oceans are at. So I need to find, am I in the middle of this thing, far left of this thing? But I know I'm at the very most northern point of this thing. So, okay, let's keep going. All right, there's a goody hut up here. Awesome. Okay, let's keep it. Okay, there's a lot of another great bonus that I really like from or about playing as Montezuma is that he gets a bonus or the warriors get a bonus in +1 damage in attack for every unique luxury that you successfully use, right? That it's not just in your empire center. You have to actually work it. So as long as you can work it, you get that +1 damage. And one of the things I like doing early on is looking for starting my civ or when I settle. I always look for anything that's near water that has a luxury on it, right? That I can settle on. I think like olives and oranges and all that stuff. You can settle on it right away in turn one, and then right away you get that luxury, and that luxury is now yours, as if you were actively working it. And then you can actually what one I like to do is sell it right away. I like to loan it out for the 30 turns right away. You usually make between 10 and like 15 gold on it, and I can use that gold early on as well to create more builders or to buy a library instead of building the library. I build the science, or I build the base of science, and then you have the option after that to build the library. Well, I'll just pay the 300 gold or whatever it is to build the library right away, save myself the time and the production, and use that production to build more warriors or to build whatever else I need. So that's another unique thing about Montezuma that I really enjoy, is that I can go ahead and just settle on a luxury, and it becomes active to use right away. It's a part of the empire, and I can also sell it, which is fantastic. Getting that gold early on can be a pivotal way to really get your city on par with the AI cities, at about turn 100, right? Because when I go into this game, I start off with one warrior and one settler. AI usually starts off with like two settlers or three settlers and like a handful of warriors, right? And maybe even a scout or two right off the bat. So you're immediately going into this game and everything's already against you. So it's about getting to that point where you're level with AI, and if you can um, uh, use if you can settle on something like a luxury early on and use that money to build your empire faster, you're going to be on par with AI so much sooner, and you're going to steamroll AI, and you're going to win. By turn 150, 200, you can easily win in science, culture, whatever it is that you're going for, right? So that's typically what I like to go for. Maybe not 150, maybe like 200, 250. You can kind of beat Deity. I know there's guys that can beat it like in turn 11. I think I saw Potato McWhiskey do it like in turn 11, or somebody do it online in turn 11. Like by turn 11, he had won the complete game. Like, it's crazy. I'm not one of those dudes. It takes me maybe about 200, 250 turns to actually, win a game. All right, let's go ahead and go. What did I do? Did I just? All right, two settlers. Okay, let's do our settler now. I got my two scouts. Let's hope I get some religion points, some faith points. I really need those so I can, because I really hate using the +1 faith, card in the, what is it, the, what is it, in my government, right? No, not governors, but the, oh shoot, where is it? World governors, history timeline. Oh, maybe because I haven't activated yet. Quick deals, history timeline, governors, world climate, great works, great people, religion. So yeah, maybe it's just not activated because I haven't done anything yet to activate it. Okay, let's keep going. But it's just one of the cards you can plug into your government that helps give you benefits to your city, right? Um, I just hate having to use a +1 in faith just to hit that milestone that I was talking about earlier. But we might have to do that if we don't find a goody hat that gives us the points right away. Okay, so I completed pottery, and then I want to go into writing next because like I said, I always like getting science off early on. We're getting that as far as I can early on. So okay, let's see. Nothing good there. I think I'm gonna have to have my warrior snake back around this way. Oh, I totally bypassed it. Okay, so hopefully that guy will get it in the next turn. And then we're going to have this guy kind of start swinging back around. He's kind of explored far enough that I don't want him going too far in case I'm going to be attacked by barbarians or by another civ. So, oh, cool. Okay, he got me a builder, which is nice. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to appoint... I always like to appoint Magnus right off the bat. And that's because, like I said, as Montezuma, I like to use Magnus's bonus of, let's see, his promotions, of 50% yields from plot harvest and feature removals in city. So when I go to, what's the word? You know what? When I go do my strategy, when I get that going, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to chop down these patches of wood here, these cells of wood here. I'm going to chop those down to give me more production to help complete the next step of my plan, which is to create Edamenki, right? Edamenki will also add 2 science for every piece of marsh that's in my empire, which, yeah, if I, settling here, I can easily get, if I get Edamenki and I also get the bonus in faith that I'm looking for and religion that I'm looking for, then I can have 2 bonus, or I can have not just 4 food, but I can also have 4 food plus 2 production plus 2 science, which is crazy awesome early on in your empire. So the sooner I can unlock that, the better. And, we also have other areas down here where I can also go ahead and settle later. Looking here, right? I can go ahead and settle somewhere here and also activate these 2 for immediate, +2 science, +2 production. And yeah, and then so I'll have to look for more of that as well. Okay, but at the same time, kind of looking at it right off the bat here, there's only two here and like two here. Hopefully, there's more around here. Sometimes you get these giant, you know, you get these like giant patches of marsh where you have like 5 or 6 marsh just sitting there, and and if you have that, if you have all those bonuses, man, that is such a great start. But as I'm kind of now thinking about it, it may not be worth actually going through all the effort of building Edamenki and getting all that stuff done, you know, just for 2 pieces of marsh now, or 4 pieces of marsh now that I'm looking at it. Actually, this might be marsh as well. Grassland. No, it's not. This is grassland. Yeah, so it looks like I. Yeah, it looks like I may not. It looks like that may not be a viable plan to use these to use that plan, right? Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we'll. Okay. So for now, I'm just gonna put this guy to sleep. I also want to go in and chat mine some adamantium. I'm gonna mine some. What is it? Unobtainium. Is that what it's called in Marvel? Unobtainium, right? Oh, adamantium. Yeah, adamantium is what it is. Yeah, adamantium. But no, vibranium. In Marvel, it's vibranium. Uh, unobtainium, I think, is actually from Avatar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's from Avatar. But adamantium, yeah, dude. Actually, you know what? Well, let's see. There's patches of desert here. I think sometimes you can find it too. If we can get to like at least three, if we can find 3 or 4 patches of platinum, maybe early on, we can maybe go, down the route of giant death robots, right, and just conquer the world via giant death robots that are, that are use oh shit, what is it called? Uh, Not plutonium. What is it called in the game? Anyways, we'll get to that later. Let's just get the first 50 moves done at least. We'll talk about the giant death robots another time. Okay, I just realized I'm gonna have these two guys meet at the current rate that I'm going. I need this guy going this way, which is, yeah. I kind of also realized I have my warrior going that way too. So that was a couple. Those are some bad moves there, kids. Uh, some of the advice I said is sound, but what I'm actually doing is not. So currently, okay, I have no faith going. I need to have at least +1 going for now. And I'm going to add double experience points for my recons. Sometimes I can get these guys like early on, like 3 or 4 promotions. By turn 50, like some of these guys already are like top generals. And then you just put them on automate mode, and they would just conquer. They would find everything for you because they can move. They can move. By the time they've reached like the highest rank, they can move several extra steps, and they can see further. And I think they can even climb over mountains. So there's like no obstacles they can't conquer. They can go further than before, and they can see further than before. So that you can just put them on automate at that point, and they're just gonna, find the rest of the world for you. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's go into foreign trade, because yeah, one of the things I like doing early on too is getting into the next government phase. Right now, as you saw in the policy cards, that's what it's called, the policy cards. Where is it? Our government. Okay, these are my policies, right? Uh, like I explained earlier, I wanted the +1 faith. I forgot to give us +1 gold, which is kind of nice. But the double experience points I do like I said, just to create to get the scouts to general level and get them, discovering the world for you really quickly. Because one of the things you do want to have as well in this game is good relationships with your neighbors. It's very important, right, to make sure that you're working with your neighbors, spying on your neighbors, taking advantage of your neighbors, or using your neighbors, whatever it is in the game that you want to do. But I want to go through the steps to get into the next like phase of the government, where instead of just having 2 policy slots, you now get 4, right? So that's the next step, is getting to the 4 policy slots. Okay, let's have the warrior come back home. Let's have this guy I'm gonna have this guy kind of go up and down, and then just kind of snaking back around. So I don't really have a particular way of scouting. I know some people say, kind of scout in circles, or I'm actually probably just more random than anything when it comes to my scouts. I just kind of, just go wherever. It's kind of the luck of the draw, right? And if I'm going to find anything good. So yeah, I'm not really concerned too much. But it is nice though, finding some bonuses early on through your scouts. Okay, let's see. Oh, cool. Another goodie hut. Let's see. Currently, I have 2 faith only. I need to get. Come on. I'm kind of hoping for like a plus 20 or plus 60 faith there, or plus 100. I forget the amounts they give out. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna send this guy over here. I want this guy going back home. Okay, what did I get from this guy? I didn't even see what I got. Governor established? No. I have no idea what that gave me. Okay, that's okay. Faster movement on the hill and terrain. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay. Let's see. There should be more goodies up here somewhere. And then, okay, now we got our first settler going. Actually forgot to kind of scout out. Let's see. I don't want to be too far. I kind of hate being up in the snow areas. Let's see. Let's look at our settler window. Oh, I was kind of hoping to be able to settle there and just immediately take advantage of that luxury good, but no, it won't let me. I can maybe settle here, but then I'll just be so far away from the capital. But yeah, I like having my cities kind of tightly squeezed together. I know in other channels, other YouTubers have talked about playing like long, I think, or maybe I don't know what it is, but there's different terms for the ways they build their empires. I don't really have a strategy. I just kind of look, because I play Montezuma all the time. I always just look for luxury goods to settle on, and however my empire spreads out is kind of based on how close a luxury is and if I can settle it on or not. And in this case, it's looking like, yeah, I don't want to settle here because there's like nothing around it. I guess I could settle on this. This would then give me like, it would give me 1 extra science, right? It would be, because if I settle there, it'll automatically give me 2 food, 1 production. I think I keep the science, so I could do that. Since I'm still kind of thinking about employing the Edamenki strategy and the 2+ production strategy, I don't want to settle here. So yeah, I could settle here, but then there's like what is it? No water, right? So yeah, I don't get I actually lose housing for not having, or for not settling on a tile that I lose homes, I lose houses for my for my civilians, because I'm settling on a tile that has no fresh water nearby. So okay, so this is not looking viable. I could go here. There's some decent production there. I could, obviously then go out here, grab that guy, and go out here and grab that guy. And this is actually this marsh. That was all grassland. Yeah, it was all grassland. Okay. I could settle here. Oh, I could settle here actually. Right next to water. Camels. Good amount of wood too. Yeah, let's just go settle there for now. No real reason other than it's I think it's closer, and my gut's just telling me to go out this way. So we're just gonna roll with it. No real grand strategy beyond that. So, okay, let's see. What am I gonna do next? Builder, scout. We could do another scout, right? I think I typically go into slingers, start building slingers just so I can have 3 or 4 of them. I could go into another settler. That's in 14 turns though. I feel like that's too many. I have almost 200 gold. Maybe I should have bought. I should have bought some of these properties, some of these tiles maybe earlier. Actually, yeah, I could have bought this one earlier and had this one work. I think it would. I think it actually showed a little bit ago that it was next to go, but that'll just go to another tile. So another tile will be picked at random, I think, to be given to my city here. So okay, we're gonna lock that one. Okay, I think I've maximized my capital there. Now what to do? What to do? I think I'm gonna go with another scout. I really want to explore this as much as I can. So one more scout. Oh, awesome! Meteor shower. So yeah, we'll do one more scout, and then we're gonna go into building maybe a slinger, a warrior. If there was a closer civ or another, a city state, I'd say let's go for more warriors, but it doesn't look like there are. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Let's move a little faster. Yeah. Let's attack that guy. Maybe I'll get a good, not a bonus, but I'll get a promotion. No promotion. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. Where am I settling? Oh no, so this guy's back here now. I'm gonna send him to explore over here, just so I don't have to send my scout back that way. Okay, so let's keep exploring up here. Okay, nothing. Man, where? Oh yeah, I only did pick like 5 or 6 city states, didn't I? Okay, let's send this guy over here. Okay. Oh, awesome. And I found a city state. Cool. I might send my guys. I might create a couple of warriors and send them this way, and kind of maybe make like a pipeline of my guys attacking and them just sending over, uh, you know, Hunza's people, and also, I mean, we could build a dam here later, so that might be a good spot for a dam. And there's a lot of luxuries around here too, a lot of unique luxuries actually. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 different luxuries that I could also settle on. Okay, let's see. We're gonna build. I don't need a granary right now. Housing, food, no. Okay, let's go with Eagle Warrior. Oh, nice. I'm gonna also send this guy maybe to explore, just because. Oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna keep him there for now. He can just kind of defend. Let's move this guy 1 extra time, and then we'll do our promotion, and we're gonna pick faster movement in wood and rainforest. Okay, we're gonna settle on, what is this, marble? Okay, we have our next city. By turn 25, our next focus is, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, after this warrior, we'll do another seller, so we can get our 3, before turn 50, hopefully. Okay, so this guy's gonna build. Typically, with these like when I start settling other cities, I typically just have those guys going immediately into building a slinger. I find the archers are the best for defending. So, once I go into archery, but for now, yeah, I like building up a good base of slingers too, because it's much cheaper, right? And later on in the game, you can cheaply promote, all these slingers into archers and crossbowmen, pretty quickly and easily and cheaply. So I like having a good base of those too. Cool. So awesome. We met Cyrus of Persia. I think this guy is one of those guys that like almost immediately after meeting you, this guy like immediately hates you. And also one thing, so I always accept the exchange of information. I'm like, sure, let's just do it. But I never actually send them a delegation. I always forgo doing any kind of delegation. I find that it has no real impact on the game early on, but I have seen some really good videos, from other players, who actually put a lot of work into their relationships. Unfortunately for me, I I don't really tend to work the relationships too much with the other civs, um, but it is something that I think I should work on. Learning how to kind of use them more. Um, I usually try to focus on just steamrolling the opposition by going high in science or gold or culture, and just kind of blowing them out of the water before it becomes necessary to really work on their relationship with the other civ leaders. Okay, so I have completed. Writing. Okay, so now I can do Edamenki up, but I forget that I also lose one tile for Edamenki. So even though I only have four, I would lose one because you have to use a marsh tile for building Edamenki, which is kind of a bummer. So I only have three then. Sailing is obviously not needed. Mining, because if I am going to chop the wood, I need mining. I can't chop the wood without researching mining, so I got to do that first. So, okay, mining's next on our on the technology tree. Okay. And I totally forgot about my error score. 13, turn 26. Usually the first era ends like around turn 50, so I think I'm a little behind on my era score. So I really need to get my scouts. Yeah, see, this guy immediately doesn't. This guy almost immediately never likes me. Always. And I think he's one of the guys that I don't like either. I can't remember. It's either him or there's maybe one other guy that I'm thinking about that I'm always like, as soon as I see him, I'm like, I also don't like that guy. So I get it. I do. Okay. Let's keep going. I got to get my warrior over here so we can start beelining all those builders that we need. What time is it? Oh man, it's already been an hour. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. I know it's such an old people saying, and yeah, I am old people now, so it's one of those sayings that I find myself actually applying or saying more often than when I was younger, right? Like to me, that saying, like time flies when you're having fun, like my dad and my teachers said that years ago, right? And I always just thought of it as like something old people say, but yeah, no, as you get older, it just becomes more, uh, you know, appropriate, I guess, or it just makes more sense. And it, I don't know, it doesn't feel silly saying it because I know it sounds cliche, but it doesn't feel cliche. It just makes sense. Okay, anyways, where am I? Let's see. Any of these policy cards currently that I need to change, swap out? Oh man, I only got 13 faith and I'm at turn 30. Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure usually by turn 20, 25, if I don't get the the 25 faith points I need, I usually find that by turn 20, 25, like someone else has picked up the marsh tile or the marsh bonus. Um, so I would be heavily surprised if I get, my 25 points in the next, what is it, like 12 turns, 13 turns, I'll have 25 points, and then I'll be able to pick a bonus in religion. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's going to be gone. It usually always is. Okay. It's not the best start to any of my games. Oh no. All right. Okay. Well, at least I got enough military to, one, fight this guy, and then two, have this guy. I think I saw they had someone else over here, a spearman, I think is what I saw. So I'll have my chariot guy fight the spearman. Okay, let's see. Don't I have? Yeah, I have this guy going there. So I want to go this way. Cool. Another goodie hut. Anyways, what was I saying about old people? Yeah, I don't know. Us old people, we just forget stuff. I walk into a room and I forget why I walked into it. I just walk in and be like, what am I doing? Like, what was I getting? What did I even come here? And I'm just so confused. And then I get worried, and then I'm like, whatever. I need to get back to work. So, oh man, it's just really funny. Okay, yeah. So far, I'm not finding a lot of goody huts. I'm not. Oh, that's kind of good. Is it cool? That hopefully will give me extra bonuses on both of these tiles, which I should be able to reach. Yeah, and these tiles too. So, yeah, hopefully, but they'll become beneficial down. Well, this one will be beneficial right away. And I should probably buy this one. Let me actually tend to my city. I haven't checked in on them in a little bit. 3 food, 10, okay. Okay, yeah, these are probably the best tiles to work. Make a little bit of money, make production. Do I need to buy another one? So what can I buy? I can buy trader, builder. I could buy a builder, but I already have one. Seller for 440. Oh, geez, 7 gold only per turn. It's terrible. Okay, let me continue fighting this barbarian. Get some 30 points, 30 gold coins out of that one once I beat him. Nope, can't fight that guy. Not with my scout. Get destroyed. Look, there's a fire here. Okay. Excuse me. I'm just getting over. Oh no, jeez. I might have to bounce out. I don't want to lose my warrior. Okay. I need to send this guy's back up. Man, I feel like this game is just not. It's not going strong. But I know we can turn it around. I know I've turned around some pretty bad starts, which ended up becoming some of my more favorite victories. Um, I remember one I came from behind through culture. I started off the science route, but I realized that like 2 other civs were by like turn 75. I think I looked up and I realized 2 other civs were like twice as far ahead of me, and I just not that that's still bad at that point, but I could tell like these civs were going to be able to just steamroll through science pretty quickly. So I just realized, okay, I need to kind of pivot. Luckily, I was not too far off from going down. Like I wasn't too deep into science that I couldn't pivot. Um, but yeah, that was actually a challenging game. But I did end up winning through culture. Um, yeah, that was a good one. So okay, let's see. I've already researched mining, so I can chop things down now. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go into animal husbandry just because I always I always sell off the horses. I never use horses. I never make use of the horses in any way. So I think, although I think if you have horsemen and hold on to them, I think they eventually become tanks if you upgrade them enough. Um, so, you know, that's something I should probably look into. There might be benefit to like, keeping them, making some early on, and just kind of holding on to them until the point in time I can upgrade them to make tanks. So that might be a strategy to look into later. Uh, okay, Edamenki would take me 22 turns. There's only this marsh here, 2 here. This guy has like no marsh around him. And if I continue to build in this direction, it's just nothing but snow. Look, there's plenty of marsh here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could settle like right here. I would be pretty disconnected though from my empire, but it would really give me a boost to get all that. I mean, I could settle here, right, or like here or here. Well, no, I'd have to settle like one of these two, and I could have access right to these right away. But like, imagine like settling here, and having Edamenki and having the bonus from Faith. Okay, I'm getting too far ahead of myself without having the bonus to Faith or having Edamenki build. So let's figure out what I'm actually going to do. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to chop. I could chop Edamenki out pretty quickly. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna spend 55 because I don't want to lose that. That's a nice tile with the +4. I am really kind of gambling on it though. I turned 30. Like there's just no way that the production one will be available, but at least I could get science out of it. But okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's see. Oh no, I totally forgot about the spearman. He was out there. I completely forgot he was out there. Okay, I'm kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place and a mountain and another mountain. So it's not a good place to be in. It feels like it's a metaphor for life. Just stuck in between two barbarians and two mountains. But there is a buddy. There is a buddy who's coming to help you. So if you're in that situation of two barbarians and two mountains around you, just hold on. There's a buddy out there. He's gonna come. Okay. Okay. If I move here, I know there's another guy up here plus this guy. So if I move over here, let's see. Okay, can't move him right now. Well, actually, you know what? What was that movie where the guy where the with the sometimes the best move is not to make a move, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, what movie was that? That was a movie with Matthew Broderick, Snohomish High School, and he was a hacker, and I think Russia was gonna set off nuclear bombs. No, not Russia. Uh, wasn't it some like rogue, uh, like artificial intelligence or something that was like taking over computers, and Matthew Broderick's character had to like hack his way through it and fight it, and eventually the machine was like, yeah, the best move is not to make a move or something. Or is that a totally different movie that I'm thinking about? I might be confusing a couple of movies actually. don't so don't quote me on any of that. I might be confusing two or three movies, but I feel like that's actually correct. But I'm also thinking HAL 9000 in my mind for some reason. Like that also is in my mind, like as potential. But I don't think that's right. Anyways, you guys let me know in chat. All thousands of you that are in here, let me know in chat. All right, where am I? Let's go this way. They probably found all the goody huts around there. Okay, we'll send this guy over here some more. Oh boy, I wonder, do I have good? No, I do have goody huts on. I think I had a mod at one point where I had like 0 goody huts, or you can add like a bunch of extra goody huts. I know at one point though I did have that mod where I could just add a ton of them, but I think it also had the option for getting rid of all of them too. All right, let's keep exploring this. Awesome. I kind of realized that might have been a bad path. Not that I was blocked off, but it wasn't. So good. Okay. Faith, come on. Religion, faith per turn points, come on. Let's get there. Man, this guy's always talking trash. You just better be chill though. That's all I'm saying. I don't need any problems right now. I totally forgot to. I do this often. You'll find that I do this often if you watch. You'll find that like I forget things to do things all the time because I'm trying to keep track of all this stuff in my head, and then I'll forget. Like I forgot my builder. I should have sent him out immediately to start chopping down Edamenki. I think I've lost like 4 or 5 turns where I could have chopped down Edamenki down and gotten like an extra 3 production or 4 points out of Edamenki, and then instead of being at 18, I could be at 15 or 14. It's casual gameplay, but at the same time, it's like it does frustrate me because I feel like those are rookie mistakes. Like, come on, man, how did you forget your builder? Okay. Anyway, so we got a settler. Let's go into a campus. Hopefully, there's a +3 campus. Wow, that's right. There's a mountain and there's the. All right, let's do it. One thing to note, when you do build what are referred to as these unique districts, right? Your campus, encampment, what is it? The culture one. All those are unique districts, and every time you build one, you get your error points. In this case, the way it works though, if you build For example, if you build a science campus or the campus, if you build it with a +3 or more science, you'll get the maximum amount of points you could get for that for for the era points, which would be 3 points for building a science that's 3 plus or more. If you build +2 or +1, you'll get the equivalent amount of points in era scores. If you build a +2, if you settle on a +2 tile for science, you're going to get just +2 era score. If you settle on +1, you're just going to get, I think, just +1. So, yeah, it's always advised to just look for the, a site that maximizes every single district that you're going to place just to get that era score, right? Having that era score is huge, highly beneficial. It helps out a lot in the game. Okay, so I'm going to have this guy just kind of chill out. It looks like we beat the spearman. I'm going to have this guy. No, I wanted this guy to go through. Oh, it's okay. All right, let's see. Oh, what's over here? Let's explore over here. Okay. Okay. It's not looking bad. I feel like this is a game that I think I could salvage this game. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm gonna chop the 37 production. I think what that was, it's 50% extra yield. So I don't know what's 50% of that. I have no idea. I'm terrible at math. But you get extra. Oh, Japan, sweet. Yep, it's an honor to meet you, buddy. Yep, I would like to sample your hospitality. Hopefully, that would be anime. Okay, city-state meeting bonus. Yeah, oh man, I gotta. Oh, where's the meteor shower? All right, let's get rid of this guy. Okay, there was a meteor shower. Do I have any luxuries to sell? Jeez, my guy. Sweet. Plus 14 gold. All right. I want to chop over here. Oh, I was hoping it'd let me chop in the same turn I moved. Oh, wow. These guys are right next to each other. And I'm not too far away. Dang. These guys are a lot closer than I would like them to be. But hopefully these two will just fight it out between themselves and leave me alone to just kind of take over this area. At some point, I'll have to build whatever that wonder is that lets you get bonuses on tundra tiles, but that's usually, well, that's not what I'm thinking strategy-wise. Okay, let's see. Adamanki's being built. I got science or campus being built. Two guys over there. I got scouts around. I just finished animal husbandry. Did I get it? Okay, I got horses. I can sell a lot of those right off the bat. And let's see. And I usually like to go then into, well, let me first check campus before I go into iron. Let me see where I can build a campus. Ooh. And a 90 there, huh? Or a +4 there, but they're both 90. Okay. I don't. Okay, so I want to keep the wood. One, two. Okay, so the wood is within reach. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, is because the worry is that if I research bronze workings right now, as soon as you're done with that, some of your tiles are going to convert into iron tiles. So I could have, right, this +4 here, and I could build a nice +4 universe or campus there. But then if I complete bronze working first before I have a chance to do that, I lose the ability to build a +4 on there because I can't build a science campus there anymore. So I want to make sure that in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this now. I'm going to lay down my campus now, lock that in now, and then I'm gonna go back to uh, building or finishing Edamenki, and then I will go into bronze working next to hopefully get some of those, get some iron, and sell that. I usually just sell everything that I get from like horses, iron. I'm always selling that stuff. I'm always usually on the deal screen, dealing and wheeling with people. So you'll find me, always selling everything and using that money to create more settlers or create more builders or more warriors, whatever I need. Okay, I got a tech boost. Cool. I'm still only at 15 arrow score though. That's pretty low. Oh no, I lost that Amenki. Uh, it always hurts to lose a building like that. Uh, Bummer. Okay, okay. We're gonna have to regroup. We're gonna have to regroup, and we're gonna have to just shut this game down and delete this game and just pretend it never happened. But before that, let me see if I can try to right the ship. Yep, +7. Oh god, I'm so disappointed that I lost to Mickey. That hurts. That really hurts because I was okay. At least I only chopped one tile down for Edamenki. It's not like I chopped all the available wood. It was like one turn away and then I lost it. Then yeah, no, for sure. At that point, yeah, I would absolutely just turn off the game. No way I'm playing that game. Or I would just go back a couple of turns and just change a couple of things and then get Edamenki. But yeah, okay. But I'm not going to do that here because I already restarted once, and you know what? Let's just leave it at one time. That'll be kind of our thing, right? If I don't like the first one, I'll restart just one more time, and then whatever that next one is, that'll be my thing that I'm going to play. So that'll be our thing. The second turnaround. Okay. I can build. Well, at least I can build. I can build a. Yeah, I want to build a campus. I'll just finish the campus at this point. I'm gonna save that chop for later, but I do want to get the horses, so I'm just gonna buy that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take some money out of this guy, and then I'll have this guy create the horse farm for me so I can start selling. Oh, I can do it now. Cool. Now I can start selling horses. So far, I'm at plus 21 gold at turn 40. It's not bad. Plus 21. Yeah, I need to settle on another tile that has a luxury on it so I can keep getting that gold. I need to really get that gold. Usually gold is the way that I go with for yeah, I like using gold to buy everything I need. Oh, jeez, I was hoping to be not that always happens. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna defeat that guy, but the next turnaround we're not gonna be able to take 30 gold out of him. Wait, did I lose somebody? Oh, reprisal, yeah. Cool, 2 horses. We're gonna let those accumulate for a bit. Oh no, I want to attack. Okay. Okay, so I got horses. I think if I do, I can get an extra production out of this one. I think this one will give me just 2 gold. And I think same with this one. I just get +2. So let's go with the +2 gold. That's just, oh, cool. That's just my strategy. I mean, I'm sure, I feel like if, if you're watching Potato McWhiskey, he would just be like, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Like, he would just be like, no, there's different things you could do to optimize this. But I'm just like, the vibes. It's gold. It's cool. So anyways, and you'll probably hear me reference Potato McWhiskey a lot. He is one of my favorite YouTube creators, content creators. I learned a lot watching him. So he's somebody that I highly recommend if you really want to learn how to really play the game. Really talk in depth about strategy and And I think he's the type of guy that also has like maybe Excel files with like math inputs for like yield generation of food or whatever to optimize each game. There might be some other guys, but anyways, he's great. Go watch him for all his content. Really fantastic. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna have this guy get promoted, and we're gonna see faster movement on the hill and terrain, or can move. No, can see through woods and jungle. Let's go with that for now. And then I'm just gonna give him a random name, whatever comes first. Let's check for deals. Oh boy. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so another thing that I do with my strategy is second go for governors. I always pick what's his name, Pangala, and then typically, like I said, I have down Magnus first because I like having him around for the extra production you get from chopping down trees. But once I've chopped everything down and I hopefully had built everything I need to build, uh, I then swap out Magnus with Pingala, and I have Pingala be the governor for the rest of the game, and I start focusing on upgrading Pingala to get the bonuses to culture and to science. So, uh, but I always pick Pingala second. I put him down in another city, and then once I'm done with chopping and building the things I need to in my capital, I just swap them around. Oh, cool. I totally forgot about religion points. Let's see. Let's see. So I lost at a Mankey, so I'm not going to get +2 science. If the bonuses for the marsh and reeds is gone, I've also lost out on +2 production, and that means that my strategy from the get go was not good, didn't pan out, and I've just wasted a lot of turns trying to chase down this strategy. But that's a part of the game. We're gonna regroup. I'm gonna rethink this. I'm gonna figure out. Right now, I'm still kind of, even though like my main strategy of Edomenki and the bonus to Marsh didn't work out, science is still a backbone, right? So I'm still going to focus on science, and I'm still going to focus on getting campuses down, high yield campuses down, and and that's going to be like my backup route. Well, not my backup route, but it's going to be the route that I'm still going to focus on at least until like turn maybe 75, 100. At that point, I can kind of see a little better if I need to pivot. So, but right now, with the +3 campus here and a +4 campus here, um, that's pretty strong. Those are some pretty good campuses. They're not, I think at minimum, anytime you build a campus, you want at least +3, right? +3 for the era score at minimum. Like you need at least +3 to get the maximum era score, which is 3. Excuse me. I have been in situations though where I have found um, some campus like immediately was like +6, right? So when you see something like that, that's crazy good. But right now, yeah, having a +3 here and a +4 there is pretty good. I'll definitely take that. That's kind of a bonus, not a bonus, but it kind of makes up for not being able to build Edomenki and not being able to. Oh, actually, we're gonna find out if that bonus is still around or not. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna focus on religion in this game, so I really don't need mysticism right now. I will need it because I do want to get the great science points per turn, so I will need that. So right now, Agogi, protection towards builders. I could go culture, but that's no. We're gonna go to craftsmanship, mainly because it's only 11 takes to get there. Not the best strategy at all, but um, if you open our civic tree, it still does lead down some, like it is something you need to get down some paths, so it's not a total loss, but um, I do want to focus on political philosophy as ultimately where I want to get to in the first couple of like turns, like 75 turns, 100 turns. So yeah, craftsmanship and state workforce into okay. I think that'll be the route that we're going to take. All right, let's see if we got this bonus that I was talking about. It's there. Okay, good. Okay, so we didn't get everything I wanted, but we got half of what I wanted, so we'll take it. So 2 production, wow. By turn 41, I'm really surprised that the 2 production is still there. Okay, but we're going to take it. Cool. So now I have these 2 tiles with 2 production. Before they were just 3 food and 4 food only, but now I need to go back in and optimize my civilians that are working my empire, right? So this guy has 2 food and 3 production. Remember, we said earlier, for every civilian you have, they're going to consume 2 food, 2 pieces of food. So that's just them eating enough. Like that's just enough food to survive. If you want your population to grow, you want to make sure you have at least 3 food on every tile that is being worked. So right now, this tile is being worked by this guy, but he's only getting enough food to survive, not grow. This tile here is getting more food, plus 1 food, which is fantastic. And this tile is getting almost no food, but I kept this one up just because I wanted the gold. But now what we can do is we can go to this one, lock this one in place because 4 food is phenomenal. And we got 2 production as a bonus as well, right? So now we got 2 civilians there working, more than the 2 food that's necessary that they need to survive. They're each making more. And then we have these 2 also working as well. And each one is making +1 as well. So this is a really good start, at least to this city, right? We have 4 tiles that are being worked, and each tile is producing excess food, which means that our civ has an abundance of food, and we're just going to grow faster. So if we actually take a look at this, at our city here, we can see that we have our amenities are just where we need them to be, but we need to get that going. There is no food for turn. Okay, there is no. So currently there's no bonus to the growth of my city with the extra food that I'm growing. Is that always the case, or is it? I know if you're not growing enough food, it stalls out your city. And same thing with amenities. If you don't have enough amenities, it stalls out the growth of your city. Or, but I thought if you had like an abundance of food, and I know it's an abundance of amenities, you do get a bonus to the growth of your city, right? 10% growth, 15% extra growth, something like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so so my guy found a goodie hut over here, but he's completely surrounded by all these dudes. This guy definitely came to the wrong neighborhood. Okay, so we need to get away from this situation. If I go here, I'm going to be, hit up by both of these guys. This guy might want to leave me alone, but because I'm a scout, I am worried both of them are going to jump me if I do move here. So I'll move here because the only guy that will attack me, can I move more? No, I couldn't. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I want to cancel that order. But he can also heal for now. But yeah, by just moving this way, I'm only going to get hit up, attacked once. So, okay, so that's kind of the silver lining to that situation, is I'm only going to get hit once. Okay. So I built my +4 campus here. I have a library I can build. I could buy the library, 360. I could buy it in a couple of turns. Let me see. Can I sell anything? I got 4 horses. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, wow. 14 gold. Okay, we'll take 14 gold. Then we'll take. We'll hold on to those 2 for now. Let's see. Yeah, actually, kind of a bit of ways away from having enough gold to buy anything that I need. I think for now we should focus on settlers, getting more settlers out. We're at turn 41 and I only have 2 cities, so the next step is to get a 3rd city. So yeah, by turn 50 I'll have my 3 cities. One thing I could do, well, because I do have the 2 production, it would still be nice to come down here and settle down here somewhere and immediately have access to a bunch of extra food with production would be great. But I typically like to keep my cities pretty close together. When you go into the settler window, um, I usually always try to like settle on the first green tile that I possibly can settle in. That's as closest to my whatever city that I'm next to. So coming to settle all the way down here and then having these extra tiles in between. Eventually, as the cities grow, they are going to meet, right? Because eventually the city grows through 3 tiles outside of the center tile. So eventually the tiles will meet and connect. But um, I've always just liked having them closer together. Okay. So what's my next step? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay, let's see. We're going to continue trial. Well, let's just set these guys. I'm going to set these guys in automatic mode or automation, whatever it is. I'm going to let them just do their thing on their own and they can just come in whenever. I'm going to destroy this guy. That'll give me at least 4 extra or 3 or 4 extra era score points. So I'll take that. At least so I'm trying to hit that golden era or whatever it is. All right, this guy can also go on automation. All right, this guy needs to heal. Okay, we'll take that guy later. Oh, yep. Okay, so let's hope our scouts are... I don't think I'll be able to get around to get that goodie hut. Okay, we're going to disperse this clan. And, oh, wow. I thought you got era score for destroying the... Oh, well, whatever. It's okay. Hill and train. Shizuoka. Man. I shouldn't have set my guy. Wow, only 4. Yeah. Yeah, not a good start to this game. Didn't even though it's a legendary start, like I would say like maybe a good 4 or 5, 10, 4 or 5 starts out of 10 usually puts me right next to like a natural wonder or nearby one. And then yeah, it's just like I don't know. This particular game is I feel like the stars didn't align today. Not even a little bit. like this just it's not one of the best games I've had start wise. Usually I feel like I would have had 3 cities by now by turn 40, 3 cities, and I would have had at least one natural wonder built or one what are they called? Man-made wonders or wonders, yeah. I'd have like one built already but okay, that's a part of Civ. That's Civ life. We're gonna roll with it. Excuse me. All right, I do really want to get this goodie up, but I have to get away from these guys because they're just gonna, exit me out of life if I don't. What? Who killed? Oh yeah, my other scout got killed. Excuse me. Need to drink some of my Dr. Pepper. Excuse me. Okay, where were we? Great. This guy got caught in a fire. Okay, gotta get away from that. And this guy, I think there's I might have to go like all the way around to like get to this guy because I'm worried there's gonna be another. Whatever. There's a guy directly on it. I'm worried the barbarian is like over here somewhere. He's gonna cut me off, but he's directly on the goodie hut. Great. I'm telling you, this particular game is just it's just messing with me. It's not letting me have my way right now. I had a game yesterday where like I was right next to like this natural wonder and it had culture on it, and I settled on a culture tile. But like I don't know, that was a great game. That I had luxuries everywhere, Yeah, that was a good game. This game, tough. Okay, let's see. What do I want to work on next? What do I want to work on next? Don't need sailing. Don't need the wheel at the moment. I don't have any enemies really nearby for masonry. Irrigation. Oh, awesome. I have 2 iron right there. I can... Oh, wow, another one. That's pretty good. Okay. I can immediately start selling that stuff off. So... If I settle over here, I can settle on this guy. For what? Okay. Ironworking is out of the question right now. I don't really need archery at the moment. But Temple of Artemis would be kind of nice. What to do? Let's just go with sailing. Yeah. It's exactly what we need, sailing. Okay. Astrology, iron. Okay, let's just get irrigation out of the way. We got 10 horses. Let's get rid of all 10. Wow, only this guy wants it. Oh, because this guy's angry with me for unknown 5. -5 for unknown reasons. -6 is displeased by your failure to declare a surprise war. What the hell? I've actually never read that before. I never actually... Like, I never knew you could just put your cursor on that and it would just tell you what the reasons are. I always thought I had to go, like, into here, and then go see here the information, and it would tell me. All right. -6 because I didn't declare, hey, oh my God, this guy just wants, like, all the smoke. He's like, no, I want you to want me. I want you to declare a surprise. Well, I guess he's not saying on him. He's just saying declare a surprise war. So now maybe it's more like he's just like, I dare you to do it. And he's just like, you're a chicken, right? That guy's a jerk. All right, we're going to make Cyrus... we're going to make him the guy we... What the hell? He has 42 horses? No wonder he doesn't want to buy any horses for me. And he has 31 iron already? Well, yeah, now I know why Japan's buying all the horses for me, because they only got 12. Trade deals enacted. Oh, wow. Oh, that's with me. Yeah. I've actually never put my cursor over their faces to actually look at the information on here. This guy's at 158 player score. All right. We're going to have to take this a little more seriously then. That doesn't really mean much. We're not going to take it more serious. If we lose, we lose. It's not a big deal. Okay, we got 255 gold. I got 5 people in my empire. I need to get the access to the iron soon. I need a builder. Oh, and I totally forgot that game was coming. The first phase of the game was coming to an end, and I did not hit the 25 era score. You know what's crazy about that is that, like, in yesterday's game, I immediately got, as soon as the game started and I landed, immediately I got all these prompts, and I ended up with plus 15 era score without even having settled the city. As soon as I settled my city, I got 3 more era. I had plus 18 era score before my Aztec warriors even moved. It's crazy. I was able to hit my era score within like the first 10 turns, and now here turn 47, and I didn't meet the era score. That's crazy, man. It's like the old saying goes, Civ taketh and Civ giveth. Yesterday it gave and now it's taken. Let's see. Oh wow, there's only 4 of us so far. Oh, I forgot that I'm also playing with like only 5 or 6 cities. Right. I usually just go with the 10% perk to science. The science stuff. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Ironwork and masonry. What do I need? What do I need? Is there a desert nearby? There's this little patch of desert. I could go into but that would also be like a lot of work just for a little. Sorry, I'm talking about going into what is it called? Petra, right? That's another strategy I like, but there's only like a little bit of desert. Yeah, I need to go. I don't even know where the what is it called? The one that gives bonuses to tundra and snow tiles. Was it the Hall of Carnassus? Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. Okay, we'll get to it when we get to it. For now, we can just which way do I want to go? Let's look at the technology tree. What's a good way to go? Okay, when in doubt, just go with masonry. That's what I always say. When in doubt, let's go with masonry. All right, homie. I need you to come back. I need you to rest up. I need you to get better because we're going to need to roll out. If I leave this guy here long enough, he'll become a... Oh, what is all this? Oh, these are looking like pretty good tiles here. I could settle here. It's not bad. Okay. Oh, I still have my double experience for recon units. We can get rid of that one. We're gonna go with the maybe just producing some warriors and some archers or slingers. We no longer need this one because we already got our faith points for our first bonus in religion. So the next, yep, there we go. Plus 50 to production or to settlers. So let's go ahead and do that. Build a couple of more settlers. 7, 6. Where is? So I got 10 science, and everybody's already basically at 30. I'm gonna need to kind of. Oh, maybe I can just buy it. 360. I'm not too far away from just buying it. Let's see. 342. Yeah, okay. I can. Yeah, I'm gonna save the production for the library, and instead of putting myself through 6 turns of production for library, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that production into building another settler at 7, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the library instead. And I got nothing else to sell, so. Well, I could always sell open borders too, but I just don't want to do that. Okay. And this guy is not letting me build or complete the build on my campus because he's standing on it. Freaking jerk. Okay, where's my guy at? Okay. Let's go ahead and build another slinger. Okay, so I think I wanted to settle on this guy, but dang, man, Persia's already like coming across this way, and Japan's coming up. Their influence is coming up this way too. I need to like Stop that. Very eloquently put. Okay, so if I settle here, I get gold and I get an extra luxury. I got this tile here, which is a 2 or a +2 in all categories. And then I can extend out to the coffee, and in coffee over here, I wouldn't be able to reach that guy. I think there's one more luxury over here I think I saw earlier. I don't know. I mean, I could just settle here, I guess, but don't want to do that too. Oh, yeah, these would get 2 production, so I could settle here, I guess. And I could still get access to that guy down the road, and then access to these guys. Okay, I think I'm just going to do the smart thing and just settle here. Okay, I'm going to put you on automation. Awesome. Oh, Cleopatra. Yeah, girl, what's up? Man, I wish I had more luxuries to sell. Only +19 gold. It's not that great. Alright. Get your health up. Come back here. Get rid of this dude. Complete the campus. Okay, let's keep going. Get out of here. I said get. I might actually end up bumping into the scout, which I'm really hoping I don't. I feel like my scouts have not left this area whatsoever. I feel like this guy's been here forever. Like, I might have set him to recover and then forgot to take him out of recovery mode. And he might have just been standing there the whole entire time, just recovering his health. Alright. Man, I'm still only at 10 science. Look at this. All these guys are, yeah, +30. Okay. Okay. Let's go currency. For no particular reason. I should probably think that one out a little bit more. Okay, let's go back. What do I eventually want to get to? Giant death robots, of course. So let's go ahead and find our giant death robots, and let's just go ahead and automate that. Let's just go with it. Archery. Oh, I don't want to do archery now. I only have 1 slinger. That's a terrible choice. Why would the AI do this to me? Anywho. Okay, so we built our campus. Oh wow, pyramids haven't been built yet. I can chop. I can choppity chop to build pyramids, but I don't need the pyramids. But I do need science. I do need science. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Man, hopefully he won't find my settler. Oh, I should have sent this guy out earlier too. I should have sent this guy with my settler. Anyways, let's send him now. And I want to settle. Was it here? Yeah, here. Boom. Oh wait, was I gonna buy something? Oh yeah, I forgot to buy the library. I'm only at +12 with that. Jeez. I probably will need to settle. Like, I wish I could settle on this tile, but it won't let me. It's red. It's red. Let's see if Japan will buy more of these suckers. 8 and 3. Wow. Yeah, let's do it. It's a good deal. Let's keep moving. Get pinned. Settle. Let's do it. Boom. Oh, look at that. We settled on Atlantis. Nice bonus points. for the era score. Look at that. 4 and 2 right off the bat. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so we have this one is going to be lockdown. I could buy these as well, and then this would be 3 and 2, 3 and 2, but maybe even this one. This is, well, this is marsh, right? That's marsh. This is marsh. I don't think rice gets the production, but yeah, I don't need to buy them now. Let's see. Great Bath is still available. Let's get this guy into archers. This guy is supposed to be on automation mode. What are you doing, man? You guys are all on automation. This car is automatic. This guy. That dude. Oh, hell yeah. Another settler. Let's go. I didn't realize I was building another one. I totally forgot that I was building one. Okay, I could actually settle on his iron and then just have this, like, 4 cities, but this guy would be right next to the influence of Japan, because I would only have 1 population versus like this 5, and if there's like another one over here, the influence would be too great. They would I'm pretty sure this town would fall victim to their influence and end up turning on me and becoming Japanese. I really think so. But I could settle here. All right, we're gonna settle here. Let's go. Hey, how long has this stream going on for? Oh wow, it's almost 6 o'clock. All right, it's actually time to call it a night. Let's go ahead and save this game. I'll have to finish it off another time. Call it stream. Okay. All right, guys, it's getting pretty late for me. Beyond that, I think I've been playing now for like 2.5 hours. It's actually pretty nice. I do take a lot of time, just talking to you guys and just chit-chatting and kind of figuring things out. I do appreciate you guys being here. I do appreciate you being part of the, community, as cliche as that sounds. I think at some point, if I ever get a decent amount of followers, I think I'll feel differently about it. Like, it won't feel cliche. When you're actually in it, it just feels like really nice. But anyways, so we got the game saved. Once again, thank you guys very much. We're going to go ahead and close out the stream. And if you have a chance, please like.